Did you know you can view your reservation, store important documents like your passport and vaccination cards, keep track of all your loyalty numbers for cruises and airlines and hotels, provide me with essential information to help you make your trip go very smoothly, like emergency contacts? All of this can be stored in your My Trips account. This is a quick tutorial to help you learn about how to use this useful tool. It's really very simple to use, and I think you'll find it incredibly helpful and useful as you work with me over the years, planning trips together. So let's take a look at how it works. The quickest and easiest way to get into this on your computer is to scroll down on our website, PlanUrEscape.com, scroll down to My Account, click there, and you will be brought into your account. The other way you can do it is to go on your phone in your app store and find the Cruise Planners mobile app and download it and install it. What's really great about the phone, the mobile app, is you can use this on your trip as you're traveling. So all of the information that you need will be at your fingertips. You can even, be sitting in a cafe with your friend, chit-chatting about travel, and start exploring cruises to take or tours to take or hotels to look at. So it's a really great tool, and I think you'll have a lot of fun using it. You can also do the same thing on the computer. So if you're a computer person and are sitting at your desk, you can do the same thing here. You can search for future tours. You can even book them yourself. You can, add and delete into your My Trips account and make it perfect so that it's really useful for you. So let's just go through this and look at what the My Trips account has for you. The first thing you're going to see is your current trip, whatever your current trip is, or trips. There'll be multiple ones if there's more than one trip. But in this case, this client, Sam, he is going on a cruise on the Emerald Destiny in May. So here's all the information about his trip and everything that we booked as we went along. So his flights, his hotels, the cruise itself, all of that stuff is entered into here. Now, this is not your trip documents. I will still be printing and providing you with your travel documents. This is sort of a way that you can watch your trip grow as we plan it, watch all the details get added and use it as a resource while you travel. The one thing I want you to realize is that this is a data entry task for me, which of course I do constantly, but I may not data enter exactly the day that I booked something. So just so you know, sometimes if I'm really busy, I might wait and data enter everything on Friday, but I will get it in there and you will be able to see all the components of your trip. The other thing to realize is because it's a data entry task, every once in a while, I may, make a data entry error. So if you're looking at this and you're saying, oh, double room, I wanted a twin room, and you feel that little sense of panic, this isn't what I wanted. Don't panic, because it's probably that I just entered it incorrectly. Remember, I book all your trips through the actual suppliers. So I don't take your money and then repurchase something. I enter your credit card and all your information directly into the supplier's tools. So your trip was entered correctly. Everything is in there correctly. It's just after the fact, I put this into your My Trips account. So you have all this detail at your fingertips. And perhaps I might've made a quick data entry error that I can fix instantly. So you just have to send me a quick note, like a text or a phone, and say, hey, wasn't this supposed to be a double room? And I'll look at the confirmation and say, oh, yes. The other thing I'll do as I go along is I'll add your confirmations to your files so that, I email them to you, but later on, as months go by and your trip is on the horizon, you might want to check and look at those confirmations. So those confirmations will be put into your trip documents section on My Trips, and you'll be able to look at them. You can also here, provide credit card authorization, your travel waiver, protection waiver if you decide you don't want insurance. Your past trips are also listed in here. So let's go back to this first page. And this was the current trip. You can also go in here and look at past trips. You can register online with Emerald right in here, just register directly. You can submit a credit card authorization, a travel protection waiver, your COVID-19 travel waiver. You can go right in here and book excursions, because a lot, especially on the cruises, since Cruise Planners is a franchise that has a lot of cruise focus, you'll be able to do a lot of things directly in your My Trips account to the cruise lines, because they're linked. Cruise Planners and the cruise lines are linked. So that's kind of nice. But on a tour or hotels or other kinds of trips, you might not see these options pop up. But you'll do them through me like we always do, and I'll enter them for you so that everything gets entered. You see, you can view your trip documents, print your itinerary. You can even share the trip with a friend or a relative that you're thinking, why don't you come with me on this trip? You can share it to them, or somebody you want to have all your information while you're away in case there's an emergency, you can share your trip. So just at your fingertips, you have all of these tools that you can use each time we book a trip together. So here's your current trip. Then you can look at your past trips. This person went on a Europe Express trip in 2019. You can look at your trip documents. So in here might be confirmation statements and things that we, invoices that we've gotten from the cruise lines or from a hotel. All of that will be right in here at your fingertips. We also sometimes, like if you're part of a group, there might be group information that we're sharing, like, oh, we're all going to meet at this place at this time, or here's some information about a particular museum we're going to visit that we want you all to know about before we leave together. So those kinds of things will be put into these trip documents, and you'll be able to pop in and take a look at them. You can let me know if you have some kind of a favorite trip you want to take, or a tour you want to take, or some favorite destination that you have that you're interested in. All of that information can be put right in here. It gives me lots of information to help you. So if I see that you're really interested in going to New Zealand or something, and I see this incredible tour for a fantastic price, I'll know, oh gosh, I've got to get this over to, my client, because they've been looking for this and this might be really interesting to them. So the more information I have, the better I can serve you. You can go right in here and sign up for different excursions. So this is called Shore Excursions Group, but these excursions are offered all around the world. You don't have to be on a cruise to take them, although a lot of people do use them off of cruise. So you can go right in here. Let's say you're going on a cruise and you want to do some dog sledding. You're going to Alaska, you want to do dog sledding. You can go in here and look at the dog sledding options. You can book them directly right in here, or you can just send me a note and say, hey, I saw this tour online in my trips, and I really loved it and I want it. Can you do it for me? And then I will take care of it for you. It also may give you ideas of different excursions that you can take, because maybe you want to use a different supplier, or maybe I know of another supplier that would have tours like that. So you can go in here exploring and then say, oh, in this destination, now that I know there's zip lining, can you find me a zip lining with a hike attached? And so this is a way for you to just sort of also explore and have some fun planning for your trip. If there are any special offers, again, these are just general special offers, but once I know what you're looking for, like for instance, I just had a Viking river cruise for $1,999 across my desk. It was only a 2-week time period that you could sign up for. But I knew people that were interested in river cruising and Viking, and I sent it to them, and 7 bookings, 7 people came and said, hey, that's a fantastic price, which it really was. But here, you can take a look at let's say you always wanted to do the Rocky Mountaineer trip to the Canadian Rockies, here's a $400 off. So you can look at these and let me know, hey, I saw this in there. Can you get me more information about it? Can help me learn more about this this deal that's being offered, so that maybe I can get you some more information. Oops. Let me go back here. There are also coupons. Many of these coupons are related to the Caribbean islands or tour off of tour ships. Cruise ships. However, there's a good one down here for Park and Fly. So that's always up there if you want a parking coupon. Your travel vault. This is a really great tool because it allows you to store a copy of your passport, your vaccination card, certain things that are private to you that you want to store, because maybe, God forbid, you're on a vacation and you lose your passport and need to go to the embassy. You'll have this right on your phone that you'll be able to pop up and show the embassy so that you can get your passport replaced. Even I can't get into your tool, so into your vault. So just so you know, this vault is really private. It's just for you. So you can put things in here that are things that you want to keep track of while you're on vacation, and know that they're safe and private. You can also leave a testimonial if you were happy with our services, and just that'll pop up into our website. So that's a testimonial option. And then this is what's really fantastic. Once you start filling all this information in for me, it will reduce the amount of times I have to nag you and ask for things, the amount of times that we have to call back and forth. I will look at this, and when you book the next trip, I'll be able to input all of this stuff right in. So for instance, all your birth date and all of that is in here on the main page, but your booking information, do you have a dining preference? Do you have your bed preference, your seating preference on the airline? Once I know those things, I can, pop them in on the next trip and not say, which seats do you prefer? I'll automatically do it. Your passport information can be put in here so that I can enter that in and get all that into your travel documents for cruise lines, tour companies. They all need passports eventually. Then I don't have to call for it because it'll be saved right in here. If you have a known traveler number, global entry number, that's all right in here, emergency contacts. So once you put this in, it'll help not only you, but me, so that I can serve you better. Your address. This one I absolutely love. I don't know about you, but I had my loyalty programs, in email notices and just all different ways. Some had cards, I couldn't find the card. So what I started doing is I just definitely enter all my loyalty programs right in here, and then you have them at your fingertips. So this is like a database for all your travel needs. You can put in your where to next, where do you want to go next? What are you thinking? What would you like to do? I put down Antarctica on this one, a dummy account, because I've always wanted to go to Antarctica. So it's on here, but you can put that information in there. Your travel styles, like what do you love? Do you want to, if I know you love culinary, as I'm looking at trips for you, I might find something, or a great tour, a Cicchetti tour around Venice, something like that, something that I can offer to you because now I know more. You can change your password in here if you need to. And if ever you forget your password, just send me a quick text or an email and say, can you reset my password? And I can reset it. I can't ever see your password, just so you know that. All I can do is reset it. And then if you have people you travel with, spouse or child, but it could even be relatives you always travel with, friends you travel with, you can link their accounts. And once those are linked, then I know that too. And I can more quickly, get information for you on your trip to other people that you might want to send information to. So think of this as a complete, database of your travel life, your travel preferences, all the things you've done as you've traveled. You know, it's just a really incredibly great tool, and I hope you'll take advantage of it. You again have it online on a PC, or you can do it on your mobile phone, or, you know, once you have one, you can do the other once you download the app. But all of this stuff will be right here at your fingertips. So I hope you'll use it. I hope you'll enjoy it. Please send me any feedbacks, ask me any questions as you go along. But this is just a great tool, and I'm really thrilled that, you know, I'm so thrilled that I have a franchise like Cruise Planners, because I'll tell you, their tools and resources are just phenomenal. So you and I made the great decision to work with this company, and also, you know, I thank you for working with me, and I look forward to booking lots more trips for you. Enjoy.